Montreal's Gabriel Diallo saw his remarkable run at the 2025 Madrid Open come to an end, falling 6-4, 6-3 to Italy's Lorenzo Musetti in the quarterfinals. It was a performance that lacked the firepower and serving precision that had carried Diallo through one of the most unexpected and impressive breakthroughs of the tournament. Diallo blasted through Zizou Bergs, Kamil Mikuszak, former world number 8 Cameron Norrie, and 15th seed Grigor Dimitrov. Along the way, he showcased the traits that have long marked him as a potential force in men's tennis: a heavy serve, fearless shot selection, and the kind of composure rarely seen in someone still new to the ATP Tour's biggest stages. But on the red clay of Madrid, Musetti proved a step too far. The 22-year-old Italian, seeded 10th in the tournament and known for his variety and tactical finesse, came prepared. Musetti's strategy was clear from the opening game: stand far behind the baseline to read Diallo's serve and chip away at the Canadian's confidence by extending rallies and targeting the forehand side, especially on key points. It worked. Diallo, typically a threat behind his first serve, was unable to land a single ace in the match and won just 24% of his second serve points. Musetti broke him 4 times across 2 sets, effectively removing any momentum Diallo tried to build. After the match, Musetti admitted that he hadn't played his finest tennis, but emphasised that winning, even on off days, is what separates contenders from champions. With the win, Musetti advances to the semi-finals, where he will face 5th seed Jack Draper of Britain, a power player in excellent form. For Diallo, though, there is still plenty to celebrate. This week marked his first career appearance in a Masters 1000 quarter-final, a feat that will vault him to a projected career-high ranking of number 53 when the new ATP rankings are released Monday. Just a week ago, he sat at number 78. Shapovalov, who reached the round of 32 in Madrid, is expected to rise to number 28, while Auger Aliassime will drop 9 spots to number 27 following an early loss at a challenger event in Portugal. On another court, Jack Draper's stellar 2025 season reached another milestone as the 23-year-old Brit surged into his first ATP clay court semi-final with a commanding 6-0, 6-4 win over Italy's Matteo Arnaldi at the Mutua Madrid Open. With the victory, Draper is now set to break into the top 5 in the PIF ATP rankings for the first time in his career, a historic feat that sees him join the elite ranks of British tennis legends Andy Murray, Tim Henman, and Greg Rusedski. Draper was relentless from the first ball. He raced through the opening set in just 25 minutes, offering Arnaldi no room to breathe. The Italian, currently ranked number 44 in the world, managed to steady himself briefly in the second set, holding serve twice early on. But Draper soon found the decisive breakthrough, crushing a cross-court forehand winner to break for 3-2. From there, he never looked back. The Brit held serve with ease and closed out the match in just under 80 minutes, dropping only 10 points on his own delivery and never facing a break point. It was another clinical performance in a season that has been Draper's coming-of-age moment on the ATP Tour. He started the year ranked number 15 and has since surged up the rankings on the back of consistent high-level performances, including his maiden Masters 1000 title at Indian Wells in March. His run in Madrid has seen him eliminate Talon Griekspoor, Matteo Berrettini, Tommy Paul, and now Arnaldi, cementing his reputation as one of the most dangerous players on tour. Draper arrived in Madrid already at a career-high number 6. With his win, he will leap past 24-time Grand Slam champion Novak Djokovic to claim a spot in the top 5 when the new rankings are released Monday. He also becomes just the second left-handed player this century, after Rafael Nadal, to crack the top 5, a testament to both his unique style and growing dominance. Now 18-4 on the season, Draper has also climbed to 3rd in the PIF ATP live race to Turin, leapfrogging Jannik Sinner, who will return to action next week in Rome. A title in Madrid would earn Draper his 4th career tour-level trophy and move him within just 25 points of world number 4 Taylor Fritz in the live rankings. Awaiting Draper in the semi-finals is Italy's Lorenzo Musetti. Francisco Cerundolo continued his electric 2025 campaign on Thursday at the Mutua Madrid Open, staging a gutsy comeback to defeat Jakob Mensik 3-6, 7-6, 6-2 and reach the semi-finals of an ATP Masters 1000 event for the second time in his career. In doing so, the Argentine notched his 24th tour-level win of the season, tied for most on the ATP Tour this year, alongside Carlos Alcaraz and Alex de Minaur. It was anything but straightforward for Cerundolo. Up against a red-hot Mensik, who came into the match on a 9-match Masters 1000 winning streak after his stunning title run in Miami, Cerundolo found himself under siege from the outset. Mensik dominated the opening set with thunderous ground strokes and early aggression, breaking in the 6th game and sealing it 6-3. The second set unfolded into a tense physical battle. Cerundolo hung on, saving a critical break point at 5-5, one that could have allowed Mensik to serve for the match. Instead, the Argentine found a spark. With the crowd beginning to rally behind him, he edged a tight tiebreak 7-5, seizing the momentum and shifting the dynamics of the match. From there, Cerundolo elevated. He dictated the third set with clever variation and improved depth, while Mensik, playing his first deep clay court run at Masters level, began to show signs of fatigue. The Czech's unforced error tally climbed to 47, and Cerundolo capitalised, breaking twice and closing out the match in 2 hours and 11 minutes. The result not only halted Mensik's winning streak at the Masters 1000 level, but also denied him the opportunity to surpass Tomáš Maček and become the new Czech #1. For Cerundolo, the victory marks a continuation of a career best season that includes 4 semi-final appearances so far in 2025, a runner-up finish in Buenos Aires, and now a guaranteed new career high ranking inside the top 20, moving up to number 18 in the PIF ATP live rankings. With his record now standing at 24-9 for the season, Cerundolo has established himself as one of the most consistent players on tour. His resilience, versatility, and relentless court coverage have all been on display throughout the year, and his performances on clay are quickly matching the strong hard court form that saw him reach the Buenos Aires final and win key matches across surface types. Cerundolo's next test will be a formidable one, a semi-final showdown against Norway's Casper Ruud, one of the premier clay court players of the past few seasons. But with confidence brimming and a career milestone within reach, Cerundolo enters the matchup as a serious threat, one who has proven time and again in 2025 that he's ready to challenge the very best. Casper Ruud delivered one of his most composed performances of the season, defeating Daniil Medvedev 6-3, 7-5 to reach the semi-finals and notch his first career win over the Russian. The victory marks Ruud's 7th consecutive win in an ATP Masters 1000 quarter-final on clay, underlining his reputation as one of the surface's most consistent performers. In their first meeting since 2021 and first ever clash on clay, Ruud flipped the script. Medvedev, who led their head-to-head 3-0 and had previously defeated Ruud on grass, outdoor hard and indoor hard courts, adopted an aggressive game plan, striking 23 winners and approaching the net 23 times. But Ruud, with his signature patience, depth and heavy topspin, absorbed the pressure and struck at key moments to seal the 1 hour 39-minute win. Ruud neutralised Medvedev's forward movement with clever court positioning and timely passing shots. He saved both breakpoints he faced in the opening set and held firm throughout a closely contested second, converting his only break opportunity at 5-all to serve out the match. The win not only sends Ruud into his 9th career Masters 1000 semi-final, but also brings him closer to returning to the top 10 in the ATP rankings. Having dropped to number 15 after an early exit in Barcelona, the Norwegian is now up to number 12th in the PIF ATP live rankings and can climb back into the top 10 with a win in his next match. With all of this action done, the semi-final has been set. Draper faces Musetti and Ruud faces Cerundolo, with Ruud a favourite to win it all.